Well, this is something new for me. I'm going to be trying to do my own YouTube thing. I've been watching YouTube for a while now, and the big thing I think is that we really want to keep it down to like 6 minutes or less. It seems like a lot of the YouTube videos are long, and they lose me pretty quickly. So a little bit about myself. I work for a utility company. I've been here 30 years, and I'll be retiring in 30 days. So I figured, let me document the next 30 days, and if I could figure out how to, put this on YouTube, I think that would be pretty cool. All right, and yeah, I started out as a utility person, basically digging holes, making water taps, hooking up water services, repairing leaks, services going to people's houses. Um, Water main breaks out in the streets in the middle of the winter. Things of that nature. And I did that for almost 9.5 years. Then, I needed to make a little bit more money, so I bid a job that was a little bit more, other than being a utility man. So I went and I became what they call a field operator. I would go to different pump stations. The utility I work for, the company I work for, our water is pumped out of the ground. It's well water. And then we have to treat the water before we send it out to the public. We neutralize the pH to make it an even, 7.4, and we add a little bit of a chlorine for disinfectant. And basically, that's really all we do. There's no, we don't put any kind of fluoride and none of that stuff in the water. So I became I did that for a while. I became a field operator. I was a field operator probably about a year and a couple of months. And then I went into the control center, basically a dispatcher. I worked in an office where I had a computer, a radio, and I dispatched the guys around. So I was a control center operator. And I did that for about 5 years, different shifts. I had 2 or 3 different jobs in that position, but different shifts. Then from control center operator, I went to Fire Island, which is off of Long Island. I work on Long Island, and I worked Fire Island for the industry, and I did that as a field operator, or what we call a beach operator. I did that for a while, probably probably more like 3 to 4 years. I did that. Then I went from being a beach operator. I came back as a utility man / field operator. Basically, I did utility work and field operator work back in production control, which is, pumping the water out of the ground and getting it to the people. Then from there, I became a mechanic. And there's different levels of mechanic. I started with a mechanic B, and I did that for a while, a couple years. And then I decided to try customer service out for a while. Customer service was, going around, if people had, bad odors in their water, or if they didn't pay their bill, or if there was something wrong, not enough pressure, or if there was a leak out in the street, they would call customer service and they would send a representative out to check on all those different types of events. That's what I did. I was a control center operator. I was a customer service technician. You know, that's basically what it was. And I did that, oh my, at least 2 years I did that. And it was pretty interesting. And then from customer service technician, I wasn't crazy about that job. It was a good job, but I don't know, it just wasn't for me dealing with the public. Especially if I had to turn people's water off for lack of payment. I don't know, maybe I got too much of a heart sometimes. I realize it's a job, but I probably would have wound up getting myself in trouble. So I came back to production control as a mechanic, and I spent the rest of my career here as a mechanic. I started as a mechanic B, worked my way up to a mechanic A, and then I became what they call a senior pump station mechanic. The last 4 years, senior pump station mechanic. And what a mechanic does, they pretty much do anything with production. Production is getting the water out of the ground and to the public. Our job is to make sure that the pumps are all working. The chemical pumps are all operating the way they're supposed to operate. And, making sure that good potable water is available to the paying public. Water is an essential thing. You can't survive without it. And my job is to make sure that water, that it's being treated the right way, that there's nothing wrong, that the water's getting out. We sample the water to make sure that there's no bacteria or any other kind of harmful chemicals or metals in the water. We take care of the filters, like these big, gigantic Brita filters. We call them GACs, which stands for Granulated Carbon, Activated Carbon, Granular Activated Carbon, GACs. So there's a lot of responsibilities. I've actually loved my career, and I'm getting close to my 6 minutes, so I'll pick up as far as my retirement, my pending retirement, which is coming in less than 30 days, or actually 30 days, and I'll talk to you then. All right, have a good day now.